Right, good morning guys, my name is Chris and I'm a full-time eBay reseller. That means I go and buy stuff, and that is exactly what we're doing today, and we're going to sell it all on eBay. Fingers crossed for the sales anyway. We are at Ace Recycling in Kettering, and the first thing I need to do is I really need to go to the toilet, so this is going to be quick. But my brother-in-law and my sister are actually already here, and they've started grabbing me a load of stuff. They've kept ringing me, apparently there's a load of vacuums. But we'll have a look once we're in there, but I'm going to the toilet.
No, do you?
I fucking do, you cheeky.
There's my assistants, and then that's what we got already. Yeah.
What we've got.
Cleared. My problem is, I want a load of golf clubs. I might have to come up with a van one day and just say I'll give him £500 for them all or something. So, go through all them in a minute. In a bit. Let's go have a look around. Most of them, they're loading at the minute. Firewood. Good stuff. Right,
yeah,
so
I got me hauling hoovers when I'm 22 weeks pregnant.
yeah, the perk of my sister is she's actually pregnant, so getting her lifting vacuums and stuff. Just going to show Sarah where this is and I'll come back to you. So what we're going to do now is Sarah's going to check a load of boots and trainers and see how many she can find. If she doesn't get lost, which she has. Helmets. Stuff everywhere. No way. This would be part of the reason why I wouldn't bring my daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, could you imagine? AJ is one of our favourites.
Oh, there were loads.
Toasters, mate.
Oh.
We love them.
This is where Sarah just stopped joining.
Yeah, yeah. Bye, Sarah. It's been nice seeing you for
Oh, she's just got to
the past hour.
Oh. There's loads of stuff here.
Christopher.
I can imagine my side.
Right. Sarah's going to go through all this.
Chingy.
Apple Max. No, tempted just to take the apples in general. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if there's any printers today.
There's tons of stuff. Oh, that big.
Mate,
That's set, a full setup there, that's nice.
A3 HP right at the back. Canon, it looks damn it, mate. All the printers are right at the back, so I have to get through to all them after. Daisy is loaded. It's pretty much filled their car already. I don't want to say their car, my car that they're driving. See what else we can find. Ended up with 4. AJ's going to go get another cart. I'll keep looking around for now then.
Yeah, small ones.
Yeah, like the proper beans cut. 3 printers. Now we're going to go through all of these and see what we can find. Two toasters, air fryer. Brand new. Couldn't write this. Last time we was here was terrible compared to this. Weird. Why I'm not bringing my daughter.
You pay card here?
Yeah? Oh, I got cash.
I've got no cash on me.
4 heaters, let's see what works. That is massive printer. Sweet.
Like falling off the
You want
smash
weights?
face.
Lawnmowers, skis. They actually got everything here. It's like a reseller's paradise. I hope my sister watches this. She knows I'm going to go pick my kids up. Unbelievable. Look at that. Come on, write this. Show you all at home, guys. Right, so future older Chris quickly chipping in before we get everything out of the car and I show you everything. And when I say future older, I mean I've already got it all out of the car and I've done all the processing and I just need to edit the video. But when you see the sold comps, guys, look to see if you see any of mine, because there's one thing that I do like to do is I like to slip my own sold listings in, because then I genuinely know that's what I'm going to sell it for, because it's what I have sold it for. in the past anyway. But anyway guys, I'll let you get on with what's coming. I'm going to interrupt my past self because I've crunched a lot of numbers and whatnot, so I'm going to chip in and tell you roughly what we should make for that day, but it's dependent. But I'll let future me take that over from past me that you're going to go see now as future past me. Cool, see you in a minute. It's back home. Munchkins are in the car because I need to go and run my deliveries from last night. If you want to know what they were, watch the sales video. But we got everything in, everything that we bought. So I'm going to do a quick run through, put some sold listings over the top. So, we got 28 vacuums, I think. 26? No, 28. So, yeah, this is currently my living room. I've got to get all this processed into the shed, because with these, I've got to break them all down, part them out, make sure each part works. Cleaning will be after drafting, but they're uprights. And there's flexes mixed in, main bodies, G-Techs. Predominantly, this is all Shark. I'll pan back as well so you guys can see. This also gives future me time to lay over some screenshots, so it's pretty good to do that. But honestly, as a rough breakdown, guys, pipes on uprights, they're about 15. The handle hose combination is around the £20 mark. This is just averages. Bodies are around 30 and the power nozzles are around 35. As a general rule, some go a bit cheaper, some go a little bit more. CD record radio players, vintage style. Now the deal that got struck with these, because they normally say 10 to 15 depending on model, was if I took them all they'd do them for a £5. So I just went, okay. No idea if they're any good. But if you ever want to try and get into something, that's how I like to do it. I'm 50 quid into that. So now I will be committed. I'll get them tested, I'll get them checked, I'll get them working. I've already rung my uncle to see if he can lend me a CD because he's probably got loads and records. So we can get all that tested, checked. Some of them are cassette capable. No idea where I'm going to find that. But we'll throw some sold listings up. Ninja air fryer. Not 100% sure on air fryers. Worth a punt on Ninja, I thought. Got 2 DeLonghi toasters. So they may be good. What you guys may or may not have seen, I'm not sure if I got any footage of it, in the background was when we went in, I had obviously my brother-in-law and my sister. So I said to my little sister, if I give you 2 bags, can you go and look through these 4 massive containers worth of shoes? I want boots, trainers, any matching pairs, any sizes. They just gotta look decent and be operational. She's put me an entire bag. She's got me 1 pair of jeans, and then in there is 15 sets of shoes, trainers and whatnot. She got me a golf club set. There's some Riker, some New Look. There's all sorts of brands in there, guys. I'll pull up again some sold listings for you guys to have a look at. Over there we've got a brand new DeLonghi coffee machine. That is genuinely brand new. You open it up, everything's packed inside of it, so that'll be sold as brand new. The pendulum clocks, guys, I think I've seen one that's got a brand on, which is that one, which is Actim. So that goes at these ones. I've got to check, because the thing you got with clocks is sometimes the makers of it, they put their marks or their signatures or their logos or whatever behind the clock faces because they're that posh or whatever that they don't need to advertise it at the front. So I'll have a look. If not, unbranded, wood, brass, work, the condition they're all in, with them being mechanical as well, they've got to be around £50 a pop, if not higher. We got this random printer that I found right at the end. No idea if that's worth anything. An Epson AccuLaser M2400. You should know on the video, guys, because there should be a screenshot if I'm doing a good job. Again, I do need to check for brands on these, guys. I just grabbed these because they're a minimum of £50 a piece and I'm paying 10. If they're branded, it's more. We got one there. We got a miniature one here. This is more like the £50 one that's quite small. And then obviously back here we got a proper log one, which this thing I don't see very often, but there is slight damage. Then we got a built-in one that again is plug socketed. And then obviously over here, just let my partner get past, don't bang your head this time. We've got Canon Pixma printer, that's an MG something, Epson XP 205, some HP one again, not really sure. And then down here, I faced it the wrong way. It's a Canon F176-400. Now that is the biggest printer I've ever picked up, so that should be worth something, I hope. I'm not sure that printers actually work on like the bigger it is, the more it's worth. I'm not sure how much it does anymore, but I'm hoping that's worth quite a bit. I paid up on that one. I paid 20 for that one, 10 for the rest. Okay, so so I'm back. I'm very, 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 very tired. So, going through that, a few things to highlight with that warehouse. One, we can test everything to a certain extent. So, as an example to that, printers, I can turn them on. If I haven't got any paper, I can't test them. If there's no ink, I can't test them. So you can't 100% test those printers. You can see that they turn on. I just said with the printers, it don't matter if it turns on or it doesn't, because I'm just going to take it. So we just end up with them. Other things that are important with that warehouse is with all the vacuums, it's £10. It's £10. So if I have a full vacuum, it's a tenner. If I have a vacuum that's missing 2 pieces, it's a tenner. So what I try and do is I try and make sure that I've got enough pieces for that vacuum. So if a upright shark, as an example, should have 4 pieces, I will make, and I've got the handle, the hose, and the one tube. I'll just grab a nozzle from another model and sort of go, right, okay, I'll have enough pieces somewhere to get this all tested, and I'll make that work, and then that's £10 per piece. So for me, just in case you guys ever go there and you don't get the same deal or whatever, I've always had, if I buy more than 20 vacuums, I get it for £10. The other thing as well is I do take some vacuums on the basis of I know one piece is broke, because I'll bin that and sell the other 3. Worked out roughly the amount I should make. I'm not taking off my delivery. I'll let you guys work that out. I have also worked out what my rough eBay tax on that is, and I could, actually I can, just quickly, because I've got a calculator in front of me, I can work out what the most tax would be. The problem I have with the tax is it won't be this, because you pay tax on profits, as I'm led to believe. So I'll tell you like the worst case scenario, but that's not profit, because there's no way I'm going to sit here now and work out profit loss on this. But anyway, so out of everything we got, everything you've seen, we got 141 listings, which cost me £545. So my total spend for the day was £545. So if I do £545 divided by 141, because that's how many listings I'm going to get out of it, that is £3.87 per listing. That is my total cost per listing. Now there is other sort of costs to go on to that, and I will go into that a bit in a second. But 141 listings is also, quickly work this one out as well, because you know I'm really professional, I work this all out. That's 9.4 days worth of listing, because I list 15 items a day. So I managed to get 9.4 days worth of listing out of all this. Now the other thing that I did work out is when I was checking all this, I did roughly do pricing on a lot of it. Now, what you guys have got to remember here is Sharkmane motor bodies, which we've got a lot of, they range anywhere from sort of £20 up to £45. The nozzles range from 25 to 50. The wands are 10 to sort of 30. If it's just a standard one, it's 10 to 15. If it's a flex one, it's actually 10 to like £50, depending on what model you've got. And the handles, again, are 15 to 25. So I've just literally said, right, every single body is £25. The nozzle is 30, the wands are 15, and the handles are 20. I've also put all the boots, shoes, everything at a price of £20. The rest of it I'm fairly accurate on, but what I've done is I've sort of gone down to the common denominator where I've sort of said, right, so this I'm going to list up at around 70, but I'm going to put down that I'll get £50 for it. But the total amount of money that I should have come in would be £4,140 on roughly that. Now obviously that can go up and down, because likewise I've put my nozzles to an average of 30. If every single one of them's worth 25, then the price goes down, and I don't make that much money. The eBay fees that I'll pay on that, by the way, are roughly £517.50. that is also then I've got 141 loads of delivery to pay, because I pay all my own shipping fees, so all of that's got to get shipped and I have to pay that. So I'll let you guys work that out, because depending on what I got, I'm looking at a pair of Nike trainers, that'll be about £3.50. I'm also looking at a massive fireplace, that'll be about 20 quid. So there's a range there. And your tax, by the way, if you was just to work out your tax at 20%, which is roughly what I do, that's £828. But obviously my tax would come out after the eBay fees have gone off, after the delivery's gone off, after the cost of the item's gone off, and tax doesn't work the way that I'm working it. So when it comes to my tax, it's not £3.87 is what I paid per item. It's actually physically what did you pay for that item. So on like the heaters, as an example, they'd be a tenner, one of the printers was £20, the rest were 10. So I do actually have to associate it per item. I can't just do a bulk overall listing like what like how I like to do it. I like to just say, right, I filled my truck with all this stock from this one place, I paid this as a total. So then when you do the division, it's £3.87 per listing. So I don't actually think overall that is a particularly bad day's worth of work. What I will say though, guys, if you are going to do something like this, bear in mind, you guys see on the video, I took 2 cars, I had 2 helpers that are family members and all that. I was up at 6 AM, had to drop the kids off at the babysitter's, had to go back and get them. It is now 11:15 at night. I have not even dispatched today's deliveries. I haven't got around to editing this footage or anything. It takes a lot to get this sort of level of haulage in. But at £4,140 roughly on the income, I think I'll be able to sleep on that tonight. But hopefully, guys, you like what you've seen. And if you can, do me a favour, drop a like on the video. If you subscribe, you'll see a lot more. But hopefully, I will see you on the next one.